Hey y'all. So I kind of talked about all of this stuff on the stream I did earlier, but I also wanted to separate it into its own thing because I feel like it deserves it. It has to do with what I'm doing with the channel, where I ultimately want to go with it, and yeah, I feel like that's a lot of relevant information and shouldn't just be in the middle of some random stream somewhere. It should have its own thing. So I've kind of talked about for a while that I would like to eventually become a VTuber. And I've kind of been thinking about what's the best way to go about that, and I think I have it figured out where gonna be a it's not gonna be overnight. Like I'm not gonna be coming out next week with like a debut or anything, but it's gonna take a little longer than that. Probably a lot longer even. But yeah, because I'm thinking the way I want to go about it is kind of more of a gradual process of taking steps to work towards that over the course of several months. And with each of those steps, there's going to be something that changes. So I just want to kind of talk to you guys about the what I imagine is going to be the timeline of all this, so you can kind of know what changes to expect to the channel as I'm working through it. Because I will still be doing like all my regular streaming and stuff like that while all this is going on. This is going to be a bit more behind the scenes with just those relevant changes at certain points that I want to let you know about. So I wrote this all out. I'm going to pull it up so you can follow along with me as I kind of go through it. But yeah, the first part of it, which I want to start here pretty soon, just got to set up a way to pay the artist I commission, but yeah, that is to commission art of the character I'm eventually gonna use for like my VTuber model avatar, whatever, and like really get that created, you know. And while that's being worked on, like I said, I'm gonna keep streaming in the meantime, doing all my regular stuff, and it's gonna be pretty much the same as it is now. I say pretty much and not entirely because for at least a couple streams during that time, I wanna like find a free VTuber model I can use and just try out streaming with that to see like what it's like to have a model, play around with it, like see what I can do with it, all that. And yeah, that could be more than a couple streams depending on how they go. Like I could decide I really like it and I want to keep using it until later, or I could feel I need a bit more time to mess around with it. But I'm not sure of that yet. It's gonna be kind of take it how it goes when I get there, but it's gonna be at least a couple streams in that time. But yeah, after that, once the art is done, then that's gonna be kind of the first major change to stuff where I'm gonna go from no cam to being a PNG tuber with the that character art that I have done. And I wanna give it a bit with that before I commit to a model. Like fully commit to like being a VTuber with that. Just like to make sure I'm happy with the character, pretty much. Like just make sure like I'm like it fits what I want to do, fits the vibe I want, all that. Like there's nothing I want to like change or redesign about it. And if there is, then I'll work on that while still using it. But then once I decide that I'm happy with it, this is what I want to go forward with, then I'm gonna try. I'm gonna. That's what I'm gonna like commission a model for that character. And I've talked about changing the name of my channel too. Like part of me is kind of wanting to change it anyways because I don't know how I feel about Baller, even though I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, if I'm doing all this, then like the name Baller I feel doesn't really fit with all of that, with the idea I have for my character and all that. So once I commit to it, that's when I'll probably change the name. That's when it's most likely to happen. And as I said, commission the model of that character and yeah, like how while the art was being worked on, I'm gonna keep doing no cam streams. While the model's being worked on, I'm still gonna use the PNG. And then yeah, once that model's done, then I'll set up like an official debut for that model, and from there I go forward with that being like what I am. And I do also want to say that all of this is honestly more with changing the branding of the channel than anything else. Like, I imagine I'm happy with how I do stuff now. So I imagine like as I'm going through all this, it'll still be pretty similar, if not just exactly the same. Like I know I've been calling it a character, but like I don't imagine I'll be playing too much of a character as a part of it. Like I said, still probably just gonna be how I do things now, just with that instead of just no cam. But yeah, I think that's really all I have to say about the future of the channel, where it's gonna be going. And yeah, like I said, I just wanted to kind of make this to let you guys know like what changes you can expect to see with the channel as I'm working towards the end goal of debuting that custom model. Because yeah, I don't want it to be like I changed the name of my channel as a part of this, and you just have no heads up, and it's like, oh my god, where is Baller? What happened to him? So yeah, this is just wanted to lay this out for you so you can see what the timeline on all this is going to be. You can, I just kind of come back to it to keep track of progress as I go through it. And yeah, just overall know what to expect to happen to the channel here, like I said, probably the next several months. I don't imagine this is going to be too quick of a process getting to the end here, but I feel like this is the best way to do it, to where I'm really going to be happy with it in the end. But yeah, that's about all I have. And yeah, like I said, I'll still be doing my normal stuff in the meantime while I'm working all this, so you don't have to worry about me going anywhere. But that being said, I will get out of here for now. So thanks for sitting through this, and I hope you're looking forward to all this as I work on it. But yeah, that's about it.